Hey traders, welcome back to the channel. It is Wednesday, April 8th. So we got an answer to the question of, were we going to get Taco Trump or were we going to get deranged war criminal Trump? Ends up we got Taco Trump, which all things considered is obviously the best of those two personalities. That's what we got. So let's get right into the news. For 5 weeks, the Strait of Hormuz held the entire market hostage. Oil was above $112 a barrel. Energy stocks printed new highs. Tech was bleeding, and every day traders woke up wondering whether tonight was the night that things were going to escalate even further. Today, the market got its exhale. Trump posted on Truth Social Tuesday night that he would suspend attacks on Iran for 2 weeks, citing a 10-point proposal from Tehran he called a workable basis for negotiations. Iran agreed to reopen the Strait of Hormuz during that window, and just like that, the war premium that had been baked into every barrel of crude began evaporating right in front of our eyes. WTI crude dropped more than 16% from above 112 all the way down to around $94 a barrel. Brent fell over 13%, and the indexes responded exactly how you'd expect. The Dow was up more than 1,300 points, its best day since April of 2025. S&P 500 was up 2.5%. The Nasdaq was up 2.8%. But here's where it gets interesting, and this is the main lesson for today. Energy stocks fell. The sector that's been up 34% in 2026, the biggest winner from this war, got the rug pulled out from under it. Exxon, Chevron, Occidental all turned lower. Roth Capital downgraded a half dozen oil producers, saying front-month oil is likely headed back towards $70 rather than $100. That's sector rotation happening in real time. Risk comes out of one place and it floods into another. Airlines were the mirror image of that. Delta reported Q1 earnings this morning, record adjusted revenue of $14.2 billion, adjusted EPS of 0.64, up 44% year over year. The stock surged as much as 12% intraday before giving back gains when Iran's parliamentary speaker claimed mid-session that the U.S. had already violated the ceasefire agreement. DAL still closed up around 6% on the day, a solid gain, but the pullback is worth noting because it's a preview of what this market does when headlines shift. Traders aren't buying Delta because of what it earned last quarter. They're buying it for what the ceasefire means for the next one. So tech caught a bid too today. Nvidia, Tesla, AMD, Micron, they were all up big. Even small cap tech outpaced the mega caps today, with the PSCT ETF hitting fresh intraday all-time highs, while the large cap names were still playing catch-up. Small caps in general remain the only major indexes positive on the year. And that's why I've been trading IWM quite a bit in the last few months, just because I'm really liking how the small caps have been doing so far this year. Now, before you think that the war is over, it's definitely not. Yardeni Research said it plainly. A 2-week pause is not a resolution. Talks can break down. The strait can close again. And the VIX dropping to 20 doesn't mean that risk has disappeared. It just means the market has stopped paying top dollar for disaster insurance. So, do I trust anything that the governments of the United States, Israel, or Iran are saying? Absolutely not. And so that's why I keep on doing what I've been doing. Simply trading the chart and not the news. So tomorrow we'll get Q4 GDP and PCE prices. And then Friday we'll bring the March CPI. The macro calendar just got crowded again. We've got, I guess, 2 weeks to negotiate a deal that's been 5 weeks in the making. Obviously, I want this truce to become the end of the war. I want U.S. troops to come home, and I want the people of Iran to not fear for their lives every single day. Will this happen? honestly, I'm not very optimistic about it. But all we can do is make our decisions based on the information we currently have right in front of our eyes. And obviously, a truce is better than no truce. So that's it for today. Hope you have a good evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody.